do go in Nitrium.
It is I, Peterson test level Kodo.
I can actually pull up like an actual render. Find one I can put in the tech or the chat, whatever it's called. My brain has been fried.
I feel
Yeah,
brain.
your soul's been consumed as well. There's nothing left.
back perspective. That's gonna be this one.
That's what Blender does. That's the tax.
That's the price you pay.
Indeed, do the price you pay.
You don't even use Blender, do you, DK?
Nope. But I do. I am a part of the level editing community, and the level editor is quite strong.
I would say it's not. It is difficult, but it's not nearly as hard as Blender. I will say that, but it's not easy to use the level editor.
There's a lot.
There's the funny man.
More you can do in Blender.
Yeah, Blender has infinite freedoms.
Oh my god.
Is the man.
The bruises?
It is.
You be making character models, Kenobi?
That was my first. That one half of it is just a base mesh I just messed with.
Still pretty good.
My plan. I have a plan for an animation I want to do.
I like how it looks like you just took a background photo from like Google Maps.
That's the HDRI.
Ah.
Desert HDRI. Oh, it works. Okay.
Indeed it does.
Hold on.
My headphones are being quite annoying. I wiggle the cable one way, I lose my left ear. I wiggle it the other way, I lose the right ear.
Also, I'm doing it unheard of. I'm actually spending time to have good materials.
Indeed, I saw.
For good
For Nitrium.
Oh, we are live! Hello, everyone!
Hello!
That's pretty good. I want the updated model. I need it.
It's still taking a while to finish house because I've been lazy recently.
It's alright. It's alright. See, what I want to do, what I would like to do, Kenobi, is I would like to, at some point in the future, start streaming in VR again for the tournaments. Once I get a new graphics card, and I don't have the choppy like.
Lava Realm is not.
Cool.
Lava Realm hasn't really made progress so far.
Oh, nonsense.
I mean, there's a few. I know a lot of my World Race cars have interiors on them. On my AR cars, though.
There's already an interior for it somewhere. I'll just use the one on the last one you gave me. That's perfectly acceptable.
I mean, I do have some more funny cars. It'd be a pain to import. I have this Synchro right here. It has the funny interior.
Yeah, it's fine. The interior that you made for I'm pretty sure it was you. You or someone made for, maybe it was an Axel. It was probably, I think it was you.
Oh god, tournament's next week. Yeah, holy crap.
Yeah. That one is fine. I've got no problems with it. It works.
Can you guys believe it? The tournament is next week already.
As a matter of fact, I can. I can't believe that.
It's easy to believe. You just have to believe it.
Yeah,
also, if you want to get really crazy, I got an interior for this boy.
Oh,
interior, quote unquote, even though it's literally just.
I mean, drones don't really need a whole lot more.
He likes to feel the wind, the draft of the wind on his little tootsies.
I'm just saying, like
the shrapnel
the drone's cars quite literally is just half robot.
I mean, the way I saw it is like the RDO6 is like the most like basic and like expendable one, so they wouldn't even get like RDO2 at least gets a concealed interior, but RDO6 doesn't.
I mean, to be fair, I know there's a screenshot that shows that there's no floorboard on that thing. You also have to remember that thing's still on the construction, still under construction on the conveyor belt.
No, I sent the image. Also, at the same time, why would they add anything to the bottom? It's almost done. They'd only be adding stuff to the top, like, you know, this part and like that stuff.
Yeah, perhaps it's a difference between models, but when you see an RDO6 flip over, it does have a at least see a skid tray on the bottom.
Well, sure, but the source materials were disappointing in a great many ways.
They also could have put that just to save time in animation, so they don't have to show like an interior.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I like how this looks.
Oh no, I'm
Let's
not
not-
saying it looks
I
bad
think
at
it looks
all. I think it looks good. I'm just saying
I
there might be a
Let's
little
not-
misconception between the two photos.
ignore how
Guys,
this is not the right drone.
Guys, let's not forget that the drones are literally half transformer. Like RDO 8, 6, and 2 all have like cars. Like they all transform into the cars. Let's not forget that.
No, only really 8 does. 2 and 6 kinda, and same with 5. But the only one that actually transformed into it is 8. All the other ones they just have like a slight. They're usually just the windows that change.
Hmm.
I like the idea that there's a bigger car inside the tiny car. Because magic, Acceleron magic.
I'm not gonna
car
put my
dichotomy.
references so I can actually work. I gotta change the proportions.
Yeah, this is what Lava Realm. This is what Lava Realm looks like so far.
Hmm. Okay.
Ah, hello, Bangles. Welcome. I hope
Hello.
I hadn't missed your message for too long. I'm little bit off today. My brain is like
I think we all are.
processing.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I'm definitely off. I'm missing sleep.
I'm glad it's not just me.
Oh, it's not. Okay, so
Legit. When I was out on my weekend trip over last week, I was getting on average maybe 3 hours of sleep a night, and then I was doing like 10 hours of driving. It was rough.
That's a weird camera bug. Okay, cool.
So what are we working on now? It looks like we're still working on the underskirt here.
pretty much. So
Oh yeah, I promised I would bring it up here, but Madrek wants to know about like the prize rulings if you win like the majority of the maps, like of the tournaments. Like, so say for example you win like 8 or 7 out of the 12 tournaments we have in a year. Would he get a prize for that or no?
I mean, I'm not so I'm not quite sure what would change in between now and then. If he wins again, I mean, it's the same rules.
Okay.
Well, he's asking, do you just have to have a majority of wins, right? If you have 7 wins, you have majority of wins. Does
Yeah,
that
and
count
he's
for the prize or not?
What did we do?
He's
last
asking because like if you win 12 in a row, you get a special prize. That's why we're doing the W13. But he's wondering if that applies to like the full championship as a whole. So like if you win 8 times or 9 times or something like that, but you don't win all of them, do you still get a championship prize at the end of it? That's what he's wondering.
Yeah, I forgot. He just like won all of them last time, didn't he?
Yep. He got first place. Like it's respectable though. Like first place for 12 seasons. That's 12 races, but
You got a
still,
sweat rag.
A complimentary sweat rag plus your prize.
Yeah. I think what wasn't it the like we were going to do something about the 3D printed Accelechargers, weren't we?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's interested in those.
Yeah, he only wants like because he's asking because he wants the W14 modeled.
Bruh. Bruh,
We're not
I
even done
finished
with
the
the 13.
W13 like December 2023. Then he wins again, and I'm like, see you all next Christmas.
Yeah, this is Lava Realm so far. It's very hot.
Oh, right. DK, your stream is not shown on Omega's.
Oh.
Kenobi's is still on there.
Oh, fun. Okay, cool.
The superior one. El Bozo.
I could swap.
No.
Yeah, Omega's got the power to swap. Don't be
Yes.
bragging.
Yeah, I don't really care.
All things based must come to a cringe, Kenobi.
Bro, he did not. Oh.
Exactly like your maps.
What are you talking about? My maps are better than yours, at least.
At least his maps run. They don't crash my game. Only every third map crashes my game.
Right.
And that's because 32-bit.
Yeah, if I had a more powerful engine, I could probably make beefier maps.
They would make Unity 64 just so Kenobi could have his maps.
It comes in 64. You can export games to 64-bit through Unity.
I have Blender now. I'm happy.
Yes, your soul has been consumed by Blender. We are all aware.
It's like
Well,
Blender's
just
like
I could just do whatever I want.
Blender's like Stockholm syndrome. You really hate it, but you secretly love it.
Mm.
It holds you hostage with how long it takes to do anything, and then you tell yourself that you like it because, well,
I mean, the main reason I like about it is because, like, if I'm making a map, I could, like, imagine in my head what, like, a movie would look like with that map. But with Blender, I could just make that movie.
well, yeah.
It requires a lot of time and processing power, though, which I do not have. I cannot do.
Not awful.
It's half and half. It's half, like, time, computer, and all that crap, and half of it is also good, like, just making sure you have everything ready and people know what they're doing.
The knowing what you're doing part's usually the hard part. I find myself just randomly clicking things till it
You'd be
turns out the way I want
surprised
it.
how much you can do, even if you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I know full well that I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm still able to get stuff done on, well, it's not Blender, it's other programs. You know, I like to call it, for myself personally, failing upwards.
That's certainly a way to put it.
I have.
Well, I
heard
don't
that
have a
term
lot of
before.
self-confidence, so that's about the only way I can put it for myself.
Problematic.
I think I'm going a little. I mean, I don't think people will complain if I go a little too far into the like Pompeii aesthetic that Lava Realm kind of has going for it.
It's a banging aesthetic.
That's based off the card art, if I recall, right?
Yes, because the movie is literally just we're by a volcano. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Racing
It's like
on
literally just
bar.
a sea of lava, and it's just like, all right.
It can be done, right? If you saw JMS's submission for that Endless Engines competition, it can be done well.
Well, we're talking about in distance terms as well.
I'm gonna say, like, just the design of lava, because
Yeah, for the design of lava, it can work just fine. But as gameplay, just in distance, specifically, gameplay in distance, there's not much you can do with it. Unless you start doing some editor jank, which makes the driving experience inconsistent, if not Unity buggy.
Downright inconsistent. Hey, if not Unity buggy.
I do declare it to be as such.
I do declare. Alright, well,
I don't
some
know,
weird
I-
N-gons there, so I'll need to figure that out, but the overall shape is good. Except for it doesn't...
Is this thing even going to be able to be ported into Blender with how many vertices it has?
Into Blender? Well,
Or
boy,
s-
boy, oh boy, let me...
Boy, oh boy.
I got...
Sorry,
Yeah,
from Blender to distance.
Yeah.
We will
distance
want
has
to
a
watch the
poly
poly
limit.
count.
It has a
We
try
will want to
limit of
watch-
64,000. This base model has only 33,000 tries. So I won't be able to subdivide it, but
also, worst comes to worst, you can just split it into split the engine into a different piece.
I could. I'd like to avoid doing that when I can. It causes weird issues.
It does some weird things.
This is why you have to make everything out of like Legos, because that keeps that poly count down.
Lego? Why Lego?
Because they're square.
Fair enough.
Why Lego my ego? Cox gun.
I haven't heard that in a while.
That is certainly a way to do things.
It's the only way to do things.
But of
Yes.
course.
It is the only way to do things. Omega is right on that front.
You know,
But of course.
buttered toast.
No. You mean beaned toast. We must summon the Bean Lord.
No.
Bean Lord's off duty today.
Yeah,
Sort of a
unfortunately.
meme lord. Now get ready for the beat.
Did he get clocked out early today?
No,
yeah,
I
shift
just-
ended early.
I'm not
whoops.
sure. I do not ask what the eldritch deity in the shape of a tree does
But
in his
what does
time
it
off.
mean? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, that's too low hanging of a fruit there, my friend.
Low-hanging magical fruit.
Yes, magical fruit indeed. Now we need to make magic beans. That will resummon the bean lord.
Have you never heard?
Heard of
Beans, the magical fruit.
beans being the magic?
Oh, you haven't? Oh my god.
I guess I'm missing something.
Yes, you're missing.
It's probably
terribly.
because I'm streaming, but I'm getting a couple frame drops in this map.
I need to know because the beans. a vegetable,
Good.
how is
Embrace
it
the
a-
frames. Embrace the frame drop.
Google it.
Okay, what am I missing here?
It's kind of crass.
Kenobi, I don't want
Oh.
frame drops. Frame drops is bad for my
Yes,
game.
yes, you do. Don't lie to yourself. You want.
I
frame
want
drops.
I want people to at least be able to play the map.
No, you don't. Stop lying to yourself.
He's right.
Hey, I feel like I'm becoming more better of a map creator than you were.
More betterer.
Yeah, I can't speak today. Okay.
It's
That's all right.
it's
You are
hard to try
becoming
and
more
own some.
betterer. You're
Gameplay wise, I could see the argument. Visual wise, there could still be some improvements.
Well, visually, yeah, your maps are great, but I mean,
I'm sincere now. That track texture you have look kind of poopy.
well, it's not my fault. That's because of the ambient lighting. Actually,
Then,
no, I
and
might
change
as
the
well-
ambient lighting.
Actually, I might as well.
Oh, he
actually do
said
that.
it.
So
He said it.
Yeah.
Kenobi talks
said the thing.
smack.
If something's causing a problem, get rid of the thing causing the problem.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, when there's a problem,
Or
just get rid of it.
Or do you have the specular color on the track set high? Click on the track. And show the material.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your specular color. Turn that down. Turn that down a little bit, and then give it a faint reddish orange. Are all right, but when you can see that like they're constantly repeating like that, it looks a little goofy.
Yeah. Gotta randomize a little bit.
Add some.
That one works right there. Yeah, that one, and then turn the emit color down a bit. Yeah, that works fine. Right there. Also, I would turn the bump strength to like 2. I wouldn't do 20.
Wait, why would I go straight to 20?
You know, it's a bit low poly, but I'm okay with this.
No, I would say 2, not 0.2. 0.2 is a little low.
I mean, you can always smooth your polys later.
Honestly, I would disable reflect. You don't really need reflections for that.
Yeah, but like it kind of reflects off the light, because like, so you see where the light is.
Yeah, but the stone isn't reflective.
Yeah, fair.
Unless it's raining, it's not reflective.
It's raining lava.
It's raining, man.
Hallelujah.
As someone who lives in a place where it only rains, I can tell you stone only reflect when rain.
Or wet with some kind of substance.
What's that?
Usually
like?
water.
Usually
like?
water.
Living in a place that rains?
Does it not rain much
Things
where you
are
live, Omega?
wet.
Not really. We live in a summer.
Well, there's pros and cons.
It has this summer actually. It's rained significantly. It's been very rainy.
There's pros and cons. I mean, like, it's nice because it never gets too dry, but the downside is humidity makes it way hotter.
That's what.
Because even though, like, realistically, Florida isn't, like, that hot compared to places like Arizona or Texas, even though it says, like, 95, it feels like 110.
I will say this: wet heat is a lot better than dry heat. Dry heat is just
Oh.
unbearable.
Totally. Okay, so out where I live, it's always dry. It's dry out here. It was 102 a couple days ago, and that was absolutely miserable to be outside in.
Yeah, dry heat's kind of rough.
When I was in California, I think it was 2 years ago now, it was 105 while I was outside with the with humidity, and it was actually tolerable.
Well, the worst part of Florida is you'd think even like with the rain it would cool it down though. With how much humidity there is and how hot it is, even when it rains, it's hot out. You'll step outside and it'll be pouring out, and you'll still sweat.
It's like a swamp or a bog. It's not pleasant. I've been in that kind of weather before.
Yeah, it'll be raining. You'll go outside to cool down, and you'll just sweat.
I don't know why. That sounds kind of nice. Like you go outside and you just like enjoy it, like a nice, warm, calming, like it's like showering on hot water.
But the thing is though, because the difference is where you live, you have points of the year where it's cold. We don't want. It's always hot.
No, listen, I'm not trying to say that it's any better. Florida sounds miserable. Let me be clear. It sounds awful. I'd never want to live there. Frankly, I don't like the idea of visiting. My condolences in general.
I will say,
But-
Florida is nice during the winter season.
The only downside because of that,
That's-
I'll go to other places. It'll be like 50 out, like in the spring or like the fall, and I'll be like, oh god, it's freezing, and they're over there in like a shirt and shorts. While I'm there in like two parkas.
You want cold? Try like 20-degree weather, or 10-degree weather out where I am.
You want cold? Go to freaking like Minnesota. Holy shit.
Minnesota, where the air literally like freezes your throat as you're breathing.
Yeah, where it's just like, why are you going outside? Like, oh, I don't know, like to go to the supermarket. Like, no, wait until the sun comes up. Would you want to die? Do you value your life?
Yeah, I feel that.
That's opposite in Florida. You wait till the sun goes down.
Maybe it's because my comfortable temperature range is like 72 to 90, and that's kind of where I like my temperatures. But I just can't stand anything
Dude,
cold.
65, perfect.
No,
65
68 and below is like freezing to me.
For me, it's like what 40? 40 is the perfect temperature for me.
Oh, you're an Arctic polar bear, are you?
Yes, indeed,
40's
I am.
good. 40's okay.
If it's 60 degrees, I'm gonna put on like 2 parkas.
Yeah.
This guy's out here wearing parkas.
That's freezing.
Yeah, no. Okay. I also have bias against that because our house is always at 62 or 68, right around that range, and it's always freezing for me inside. In the house I'm in, it's always that cold. I am not allowed to touch the thermostat, however.
Well, that's
Where
that's
is
a
the
normal thing.
thing?
Your dad
Yeah,
wouldn't be a
so-
man if he allowed you to touch the thermostat.
That is true.
They'd take his man card away.
True.
They'd be like, "Sorry, man, you let us down. You let him
Well, my
touch
man
the
card's
thermostat. You
been
let him
taken
adjust
away.
the temperature, not even touch the thermostat. You actually let him change that. I'm sorry, we're gonna need your man card."
Well, my man card got taken away by one of my coworkers. He said he's not going to give it back till I'm 32 now. So,
Bastard. You can win it back if you challenge him to a duel.
well, he would accept the duel, but he doesn't want to fight somebody that is as weak as me. End quote.
Bruh. He's mocking
I got
you.
mouse muscles, man. I will snap your neck in half, or at least try.
Poison him.
I am currently living through a little bit of nostalgia right now.
I mean, just snort a line of cheese.
What? I'm sorry. I didn't hear.
He's a
your
mouse
actual-
after all.
I didn't hear the full sentence. I just heard the word
Snort
snort a line
cheese.
of cheese. And I was like,
Telling that to a mouse, snort cheese. Wow, how stereotypical.
No,
It would
that's
work,
what-
wouldn't it?
That's what
Coke,
fucking
cheese,
Kenny
snort
does. That
cheese.
stuff will mess you up. You can't do that.
Coke,
You snort
seed,
cheese, it's not
malt,
gonna go
etc.
well. Pardon? I was talking
Coke.
over you.
Sorry. Hold on. I'll repeat my cope, seed, malt, etc.
Well, yes. What would this be? The 4 stages of malding?
Cheese withdrawal.
Cheese withdrawal.
With mold.
Mall.
With a mold.
Well, we don't want mold on your cheese.
Not mold. Mold.
I know. Mold and mald are sounding very similar, and I
It's
got
like
scared
malt.
when I heard the word.
It's like
That's the one thing I fear above all else.
I must acquire
Cheese.
this art. I must acquire this art. Someone draw an art piece of mouse just obsessing over cheese.
Just drink the damn milk.
I need
You
the
heard him. You heard the man. He needs his milk.
Milk? Pardon me if I don't know what that is.
It's a reference to a thing.
Oh, does he actually know? Does DK actually get it?
I do indeed. I am cultured, you know.
I am a mouse. I am nothing.
That moment when the guy who is like a child knows it and Mouse doesn't.
Who says I'm not a child?
Your age does.
I certainly feel like a 48-year-old man. I should also let you know I've never really been hip with the kids. Nor whatever is currently popular. I thought this was common mouse lore that everybody already knew.
Mouse lore?
Yes, mouse lore. The
The
lore
lore?
of mouse.
No way. Get Matt Pat on this.
There's lore!
Speaking of MatPat, you guys most recently seen
Who's Matt? Pat?
what's it? What
Matthew?
MatPat the game? Yes, indeed.
What? That's actually it? Matthew Patthew?
Matthew Patrick or whatever his name is.
Matthew Patrick.
Oh, I thought he was Matthew Patthew, and I was just like, I beg your pardon. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
You haven't seen Game
he's the
Theory?
guy. Game Theory. He's the guy who does Game Theory stuff.
Man, I don't.
He's a YouTuber.
I got nothing.
Have you never seen a Game Theory?
Nah.
Oh, interesting.
Peculiar.
Bro doesn't know the Game Theory lore.
I don't. Nor I don't even know the lore. Sorry. Not only do I not know the lore, I don't even know. I didn't even know that there was lore. I didn't know that it was like a thing.
What, mouse lore or Game Theory lore?
Game theory, like game theory in general. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Well, I mean, the joke is that he's constantly looking for lore in games. Thing.
In places it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Which surprises me that MatPat hasn't done a theory on distance.
Well, it's probably not big enough
Well,
for him to do.
yeah.
I don't-
He did a whole series on Minecraft. He's
Yeah,
kind of busy
true.
with that right
Also,
now.
because that's
True.
like a large game.
Minecraft
Well,
actually
he's gonna-
does have lore though.
He's gonna ask the two people who've played Distance about what they think about the lore.
What's the lore of the game?
There
You're in the
actually
Matrix.
is lore to distance. There's a decent amount of lore. There's not like a
Yeah.
lot of details, but there is an overarching story.
Let me check
Cat
Steam.
God. Cat
Steam,
God
char-
lore.
the Steam chart says Distance has 9 active players.
I'm one of them. Well, not currently, but I am like every month.
Honestly, if
What's the
I look monthly, it probably spikes whenever you do a tournament.
Probably. Or whenever there's like a map making contest, I imagine.
Yeah, edit the clock. Do raise some things.
Man, that was a trip back when there was just like hundreds of people playing distance at the same time. It was just like, whoa. I'm psyched
truly-
for when
truly-
the
truly the old-
64-bit version of the game releases. Speaking of old games that are getting like attention, there's a 2013 game called Slender: The Arrival that's getting a remake.
Wait, what? That game's coming back in
They're
popularity?
redoing. Well, I don't know, but they are redoing it, and they're making another Slender game.
Oh, well, that's
Kidding.
interesting to hear. Huh?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
very interesting.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna lie. Slender and then Slender the Arrival were the fledgling parts of my internet horror experience.
they
So
were great.
I
love those
have-
games.
I have not heard Slender that name in a long while. Holy crap!
thanks for making me feel old.
Yes, indeed.
You think you feel old? I'm like, but it's not that old. That was just a little while ago.
That was
Over 10
years ago.
Yeah, that's the joke. The joke is that I'm the old person here.
You're not ready for me to shock you with this.
Yes,
That came out in 2013, right?
Yeah.
When that came out, I was 7.
Oh my God.
I was 12 when that came out initially.
Slender D 8 pages. I think I was. God, that's awkward.
Oh my.
Wait, didn't 8
oh my
pages come
God.
out before Arrival?
Yeah, like far before. That came out when I was in middle school.
I was too young when I wasn't even on the internet. I don't think when 8 pages came out.
Oh my God.
I did watch it when I was older though. So.
My God, you guys.
We're getting old.
I'm getting well. We're all getting old at the same rate, but I specifically am getting old.
I mean, we're all about the same age. I'm pretty sure. I think you're only 2 years older than me. If I
Well,
recall.
I don't know about that one, Chief. I think I'm a slight outlier here.
You are a slight outlier here.
Unquestionably the oldest person on this call.
Yes, you are the oldest. I'm
Yeah, I
currently
thought so.
sitting
Didn't
at
we-
22 right now.
Didn't we start these tournaments way back in like 20? God, so when did we start the tournaments?
You
I
don't
think it
want
was
that answer.
2018, I want to say.
Yeah, that's
Was it that long ago?
It was pretty long ago.
Christ! Oh my God!
Because
Oh, it's been, like, the different state-
You have to include
Is
the
it-
period before it was officially called endurance tournaments too. So.
It was just the weekly streams. It wasn't even endurance tournament. Well, I mean, they kind of were endurance tournaments, but it's just a weekly stream. And what would happen is Omega would just play maps, and just whoever's the last one alive won for that week.
Yeah, it was Realms at 4.
Before that, it was just for fun.
Yeah, and wasn't Valken a commentator there too?
At one point.
A few times, yeah. Back when that was still a thing.
I
remember when
that
Vulcan was called Time Lock.
No, you can't say that.
You can't say that name. No.
Sorry, don't sue me, God.
I'm gonna tell Vulcan that you said it on stream. I'm gonna tell him.
All right, well, he went on the internet with that name himself. Don't blame me.
He doesn't want the name anymore, no.
It's not that bad of a. It's like a little bit weird, but my name's weirder. So
I
I mean, it's not a bad name. It's better
it's
than
not a
Deep.
bad
Well, I'm still stuck with Dropkick.
you should drop kick
Dropkick's a
your
good
name.
Although I will say, like, having the name Dropkick is annoying because of the amount of people who have like claimed that name as their own, quote unquote. And this is like, why are there 15 Dropkicks running around?
There's very.
How do you think I feel looking at YouTube comment sections?
Yes, the infinitesimal swarm of General Kenobis.
He may as
The
well
only
be
reason I chose
generic
General-
Kenobi. Am I right?
The only reason I chose it was because when I made my Discord account, I didn't know what to choose, and I was just like, "Oh, Star Wars, Kenobi."
legit, that's actually how like. Okay, time for more mouse lore here. Before I had my actual name, I go by most commonly, which is Commissar. I had one other, which was Skylanders, what I went by because I absolutely loved those things when I was a kid.
Fair
So
enough.
I have one account that still exists with that name on it. It's my old Roblox account.
That's fair. You know.
Hear me out. Bring back Realms at 4 and do like the pre-stream where like you play like a game for an hour and then you do Realms for an hour. And the pre-stream is just playing crappy Roblox AR games.
No.
That would be
Whatever
funny.
game I'm currently playing at that time. Because I'm working through my. I've played some pretty weird games, so that might be fun.
I would love to see a weird game series where you just play weird games on stream for a bit.
Yes, that would be interesting.
Alright.
Also, Omega, you need to bring back the workshop at the workshop weekly stuff where you like showcase the weekly maps.
I don't think that's possible because there's just not enough new. I mean, there is maps like every week, but like decent maps, there's.
enough that don't have videos of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but also,
also
I'm gonna
just
restart
the-
because it
Doing
was tedious
it
though.
when I got a job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just tedious.
Also, just the
actually-
amount
it's
of-
not that hard. I could
Omega, don't
probably
forget the
automate it.
amount of realms, the amount of realms that we have on the roster that still need like gameplay videos made of them.
Well, yeah, that's also a thing.
He didn't want to be reminded of that.
Yeah, whew, don't remind me. Oh,
Oh, that reminds me. You know how we were talking about different RPG games, right? Like
Oh,
tabletop
yeah.
RPG. I found a series that was quite interesting that I'd never heard before called The End of the World. I don't know if any of you have heard of that one.
no, I
Take that.
haven't.
Okay, so there's 4 books in the series. I only remember 3 of them being
What am I
Zombie
getting?
Apocalypse, Alien Invasion, and Wrath of the Gods. And each of these scenarios that you play through is designed for you to design a character based on your likeness.
Hold on, based?
To see if you could survive it.
Based?
Yeah, no, you
fun.
put yourself in the game to see if you could survive this scenario using the character sheets they provide.
Huh.
Based on Red Build?
So yeah,
That's
you can see how
peculiar.
well your current skill set and abilities would do you in, say, a zombie apocalypse, or an alien invasion, or Cthulhu awakens and sends all the minions after you. I don't remember what the 4th one was. Was it like Nuclear Wars?
I've had some ideas to do like an SCP type campaign, but I'd need, if we were to do
I
it
would
on stream,
love
we'd need
an
better visuals. We'd need like tabletop sim type thing, because you can just model something in Blender. You can like model a game board, import it into tabletop sim, and just play around with pieces. You can just custom make a game board.
Yeah,
Like any one of us could. That might be fun.
that would be very fun.
I would really enjoy that.
Wait. Hold on. What? What? Oh, this is leftover from the Accelodrome, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, fun. That's fun to find. In the Escher's world. Nick, yes, I am fixing Warped Realm right now. Don't worry about it. That's a mistake on my end. Alright. I forgot to flip off one-time use on that. Alright, cool.
Got to flip it off.
I forgot to turn off one-time use. That's my fault.
That's
don't
my
forget to
fault.
Don't forget to turn off the light switch.
Yes, indeed. Just how it be.
Yep.
Omega, you have someone tied up in your basement or something? I hear muffling coming from the other room.
I think that's his kid.
Yeah, not tied up, but
Oh, he's tying you up. I gotcha.
you could say that, like metaphorically.
The I almost forgot the name of it. The diffuser's looking pretty good there, Omega.
Diffuser?
Yeah, that's the part that comes at the end of the tray that pulls the air up and out of the car.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty proud with how smooth this is turning out.
It's very smooth.
It is nice. It is a good model. Yes, indeed.
It sounded so sarcastic.
Look, I only care about Le Mans or like GP. I don't care about F1 at all.
Harsh, but I understand.
Yeah, like I just never really got into F1.
Guys, you
Yeah,
want to know
I'm-
something horrible?
What?
Hmm.
You want to know the reason why it looks so good?
Huh.
Because I beveled it.
No!
It's not even a joke. I just beveled it, but I didn't overdo it. I didn't bevel everything. I just beveled the specific thing. The bevel tool is genuinely, unironically useful, and it hurts me to say it.
You can't!
I know!
Betrayed
We
us all!
He has betrayed. He has betrayed the order.
Meanwhile, I'm just back in my corner sitting over here. Yes, he finally did it, yes. They'll never believe that I was the one that turned him to use the bevel machine.
I know.
I forgot how much nostalgia is on my like distance custom music playlist.
Really upsetting.
Oh, custom music playlist, is that a thing?
Yeah, I just went through both Snoop Dogg and Underground 2 for Need for Speed,
What?
and now I'm listening to Most Wanted.
Ooh. Most Wanted. I do like Most Wanted.
I like most of Wanted.
Most of Wanted.
Most of Wanted.
Carbon is still my bread and butter, though, but that's also the one I grew up with. So
Carbon's great. I love Carbon.
I mostly like the. I really wish the Cliff Duels would come back. I really wish. I wish with all my heart.
Me personally, I'm a fan of Pro Street. Pro Street's my jam.
Pro Street's the jam.
Yes, indeed, it is.
It's the jelly.
That's still one I haven't actually played yet.
It's so like part of Pro Street is so campy. I just love it.
That's what I love about Need for Speed, though, is the campiness, and it knows it. Being self-aware of the campiness is the best part.
I never thought Need for Speed would be described as campy.
Well, it's kind of, think of it kind of like Fast and the Furious. The characters in the universe take it seriously, but the writing and how they're portrayed is just characters of these types of people.
Or like
And
archetypes, like caricatures.
Yeah, there's a surprising amount of depth to the nothingness that is a Need for Speed story.
Interesting. The only Need for Speed game I've ever like actually played was Need for Speed Porsche.
Need for Speed Porsche.
Yeah.
Porsche?
I had a
Really?
actually. So my dad bought it on CD-ROM for Windows XP. And
Ow!
he would let me, he bought it for himself. But he would let me play it sometimes. So even when I was a wee lad, I was still a PC gamer.
I've only played
actually relate to
Payback because
that.
it was free on PlayStation randomly, so I got it.
I honestly relate to that story quite a bit.
Because
It
I'm
was
not
kind of this-
honestly with how much hours I put in the distance. It's kind of surprising that I'm not a big racing game guy. Like I've never played Forza, I've never played Gran Turismo, I've never played any of them.
Oh, same actually. Except for Burnout Paradise, I haven't really played a whole lot of racing games.
There's so
Burnout
many good
Paradise
racing
was-
games out there.
It's really good. It's made by the same developers who make Need for Speed, so I've kind of played a Need for Speed game. Not really, but
It's close enough.
yeah,
We'll give you a
it's
pass.
close. It's adjacent. It's Need for Speed adjacent.
The newer Need for Speeds definitely hit a lot differently than the older ones, I will say. When it comes to gameplay.
I purchased Need for Speed Heat recently, I believe.
You should play it. Heat is like the best one they've released in a while.
Yeah. I plan to. I plan to play it.
It has multiplayer too,
Hey.
so you can drive around. They kind of tried to do the Forza thing where you can drive around in a group. It works somewhat. I used to do it all the time with my brother in Heat, and we would have frequent disconnects. But that's EA Online service for you.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
EA
Still better than Ubisoft Connect.
I was just about to
Oh,
say, it's
God,
still better
you
than
play.
Ubisoft
Really
Connect.
low bar.
God, you play. I have nightmares of you play.
That's
Don't
a
worry.
very low bar.
Don't worry, if you don't connect to your Ubisoft account in the next 3 years or so, they'll probably just delete it and you'll lose everything on
I thought
that
it was
account
3
anyway.
months.
So
Like the next 3 months, it was just like tick-tock, tick-tock.
I don't remember. They said they'd give you an email for it. I have no idea. I haven't
But
received
no
one
one in this
personally.
generation checks emails.
Actually.
What do you mean nobody checks?
Unless they're like
Seriously?
they're really important. If it's like for work, you will. But like if it's just anything else,
I
You
check my
never-
work
you-
email. I don't check any of my other emails.
I have a work email. I have a personal email. I have a server's email / payment email. I'm old school when it handles the emails.
but also the issue
But
is
it-
like come to like Ubisoft, they're surprised when people don't check their emails. But it's because 90% of the stuff they send is just spam.
It is.
Yes.
I
That's
do.
It's
I
like-
do
all
check
companies.
most of my stuff though.
Yeah, I've been.
Maybe I'm old school.
Recently, I've been better about it because I've set up like filtering rules.
Yeah, that does help a lot when it comes to actually just checking emails, is setting up good filters. I'm too lazy to set up filters, so I just kind of skim through them and be like, is this important? Is this not important? I don't get a
dude.
lot of emails to begin with, so.
My unread from my inbox is probably in the hundreds of thousands by now.
Mine probably is too, just because I physically won't click on every single one of them.
Dude, if I didn't turn off notifications from my email, my phone would be dinging like every 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. You're popular.
No, it's all spam, all of it.
You want to know what's funny?
Huh.
I've only gotten like one piece of spam email in the last 2 months.
I just opened up my phone on my mail app. I have 4,347 unopened things.
You need to fix that.
No.
Leans into the microphone. No.
I would not. Seriously though, checking your emails is important, especially if you're expecting something from, say, either work or your education or anything like that.
It's important for like job offers and stuff.
You get job offers? I don't.
Don't mind me. I'm just vibing to your beat.
When you work in the industry that I do, yes, you get job offers. Most of them are for jobs that really suck. They're just like, hey,
Yeah.
how do you feel about making less than you are right now, and also working on call, and also working weekends, and also quadrupling your commute.
I kid you not. I got a job offer that was like, we need you to be a demonstrationist at a supermarket. And it's like, really? You're going to pay me this much to just stand at a stand and like hand out food to people?
It's harder than you think.
It is a lot harder.
No, I was saying that sarcastically because like they're only paying me like what $12 an hour, just absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. I wouldn't take that job.
I will not. I am not taking that
$12
job. Absolutely not.
$12 an hour totally sucks. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, totally. I totally get paid that much.
I mean, hey, it's better than the minimum wage. Minimum wage in America right now is like $7 an hour or something
Okay,
like that.
you want me to be honest?
It depends
In
on the
my
state.
Yeah.
It's a right-to-work state where I am. So our minimum wage is $7.25 if they
Dude.
really want to give it to you.
Dude,
Excuse
you can
me.
have a right to work state and also raise the minimum wage. That's how it is where I am. Minimum wage in, well, it differs by county, but minimum wage in the city is $15 an hour.
Bingo.
And
Florida's minimum wage right now is, I think, $11. But it's going to increase to 12 in September.
oh my God, Florida's got a higher minimum wage than your state.
Oh,
Oh,
that is-
oh my God.
oh.
Florida, even Florida.
I just want to say we haven't evolved much since 1840 at our foundings.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
America, everybody. America.
Really sorry.
America!
World of capitalism.
Yeah, seriously though, you are right about the whole $15 an hour thing. Because if I add an extra 10 minutes to my commute, I could go into the neighboring state and I get $15 an hour minimum if I so chose.
Why don't you do that?
Because I have a very, very good support structure at the place I work, and I basically run my own little area.
Honestly,
I know
though,
how
at
to
least
do
for
that.
Florida, like, especially when it comes to, like, teens and, like, young people working, it's actually, like, a decently high amount solely because of one company that's Publix. It's natural for every Florida person to, like, simp for Publix, but they're a really good company.
The biggest problem we have around all the states surrounding me, from what I can tell, is just people my age and younger just don't want to work. So when they find somebody that wants to work, they will not let you go.
Nope.
Part of that not letting you go means like paying you more, right?
I would hope so, but I won't.
No, actually.
I'll just say it
Well-
openly. I'm getting paid $11 an hour currently for the job I do, and I'm basically a pseudo manager at the place I work.
Well,
I'm in charge of inventory, making sure people show up. I'm in charge of getting the stuff. I'm in charge of getting the entire kitchen/food prep area set up. I'm in charge of inventory. I'm in charge of sorting all of that. I'm in charge of taking down orders, and there's a lot I'm in charge of for $11 an hour. But I will tell you, it's far better than the previous job I had, where I had to do all of that. Plus, I had to be first aid, Red Cross, CPR certified, plus water rescue.
You're not ready for this. In Florida, if you work at Publix, which is like a grocery store chain, you can get paid like $11 an hour to just bag groceries or like be a cart boy.
Yeah, no, I could go get a job. I have a Harbor Freight downtown. I could go get a job there, or Home Depot. Either one of those will pay $15 an hour minimum as just stocking inventory, which is one of the many things I have to do at my current job that I get paid $11 for.
and
Hey,
if you moved into
I-
management,
that's-
you could probably be making way more than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
and-
I was actually I was a shift leader, officially labeled as such at my previous job as a lifeguard, and the most I ever got paid was the last week I ever worked there, which was $12 an hour. I have never made that much since. It was only for 1 week
Say it.
for one paycheck.
Mouse,
I
move
got a
to
question.
Florida. You can get paid $15 an hour to stock shelves at Publix in Florida.
How
I
much?
know, that's what I was saying. I could get a job at Home Depot and get $15 an hour just to stock shelves.
How much is the average house where you live?
Well, okay. Are you talking about like on my street or just in general
Just
in
like
the
statewide.
county I'm
Well,
in?
what's the state average house?
State
to
average
buy?
house is about. I'm gonna be generous when I say the state's average housing price is 600,000.
Okay.
That's generous. Most people are asking for like one
But also, I mean, it
bed,
depends
one
on
bath.
which areas. I know, like in Florida, like if you go to just like some rich, fancy neighborhood outside of a big city, it's gonna be like $2 million a house. But if you go to some like redneck corner in the middle of nowhere, you can get a house for like 100K and get like 4-bedroom, 4-bath.
Okay, well, let me tell you about our redneck corners. They're charging 250,000 minimum for a 1-bed, 1-bath. That's the state of the market here in where I live because we have a bunch of people moving up from city centers that have a lot of money. So, and it's even worse the closer to the capital you get, which is just an hour drive from me. The closer you get,
I gotta
there,
go
the
eat dinner,
prices
so I'll be
just
back.
keep going
Okay,
up. It's like
bye.
California housing prices.
Oh, California's housing prices is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Don't even-
that's what
like-
my state's turning into. I might have to move a state over if I want to find a house.
Yeah. Midwest isn't any better either. Like Midwest, I think an apartment for two houses for rental on apartment, I think is like right now is like 1.5K.
You know, people harp on the Midwest a lot, but I've heard you get a mortgage out there, they just throw in an opiate addiction for free.
Depends on where in the Midwest you are.
In the Midwest.
At least you're not like the West Coast, which seems to be
no,
legalizing everything under
'cause
the sun.
That's the thing is that it depends on where you are in the Midwest because it's legal in some states, but it's illegal in other states.
Okay, that's okay. I actually have a good example of this. Marijuana in my state is illegal to own, smoke, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you drive 10 minutes across the border, it's legal. That's the dichotomy of kind of like what my area is.
So
We'll
it's-
actually have people physically sitting.
Illegal.
There are weed shops and dispensaries that sit literally seconds from the border.
Yeah. The feds can't do nothing. It's just like, I'm in my state, man.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
the funniest thing.
Laws.
What's funny though is there's currently a petition to form to actually take over about 2/3 of our neighboring state and integrate it into ours.
We'll take that, thank you very much.
And we're gonna be proclaiming ourselves as a greater state too, which I find hilarious.
As in, like, we're better.
Well, it's because we're bigger, right? Have you ever heard of the Greater Idaho Bill? That's what it's called.
I have not.
Yeah, it's a legit thing. Let me see if I can get a picture.
At least it's not Ohio.
All my homies hate Ohio.
Bro, Ohio sucks.
So here is what they want to do. So if the bill passes, this is what the new border for the state will look like. We will take that much of Oregon. Just leave them the coast, and we get the rest of the countryside.
Excuse me?
Legit. This is a real thing. I thought it was a joke when I saw it last year. It's not. This is a real thing. People in those counties in Oregon are voting for this.
Are you
Screw this. We're
what?
gonna join Idaho.
I know.
What?
Could they really?
What?
Here's
Would
the
they
thing.
really?
Do you want to know what's funny? Out of the counties that have voted, over half have voted yes so far.
What?
But I want to say this: those counties are all just like how Idaho is. It's just plains, fields, and farm fields and forests. There's hardly
know.
anything out there, right?
I am so genuinely confused right now.
I want to stress this. I don't think they understand this. If they go through with this and they cede to Idaho, all of that area will now have Idaho laws, meaning it's a right-to-work state. Minimum wage is no longer $15 an hour. Marijuana is no longer legal in those zones, which, may I add, those are the pot growers in that area. there's as funny as this is, I think it's a really bad idea if they get integrated.
Oh,
into
totally.
Idaho.
It is a very bad idea because there goes like half of their cash crops if they're
Okay,
growing
so-
marijuana there.
Yeah. Okay, so do you see that really long and tall state in the bottom right that borders Idaho at its most southern tip? That's Malheur County. That's the county I can drive 10 minutes over to, right? That,
Have you, Mouse?
that-
It's all right. I won't
we-
tell anyone.
We I'm on stream. It's fine. That we technically police that area, even though we're from Idaho. We do share policing in that zone. I find very funny. So technically speaking, we kind of already own Malheur.
It's very funny.
Nice.
But yeah, that's Greater Idaho. And I've made the joke that next we're gonna take part of Washington and go up to the Canadian border, and then we'll be Greater Idaho. And then we're gonna annex Nevada and the northern half of California and become Uber Idaho. Then we're gonna
Greater
annex the
Idaho.
rest of California, and then we're going to become an independent country known as the Idahoan Empire, which then we will use to declare war and reverse manifest destiny to the East Coast, and then we will become the true Idahoan Empire.
With your total of 5 soldiers.
Yeah.
Hey,
Don't worry. That's all it
every-
takes. They're from Idaho.
I was about to say, every farmer out here is armed to the teeth. If you don't know, they did a study in Idaho. The average household has 3 times as many guns as per people in it. So,
Bruh.
Reminds me of Texas.
Tejas.
Yeah,
Oh my! What have I done?
uh-oh. What did you do?
That's not right.
Omega, no, what have you done? You hit the bevel too much.
I don't know what that was about.
Yes, the level is consuming him. All things are going according to plan.
No. No.
There is a Xano cult member among us. No.
Oh no!
Wait, but there's...
Stop! Get
did
out
you
of
just
here!
say...
You're not
Among
welcome
Us?
in this place. Oh my God.
On point with the soundboards as usual.
Mouse, you're gonna hate this. I'm looking at like houses like in my area. There's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house for only 400K.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Or if you want to get real cheap, there's a 2-bed, 1-bath for 165K.
Okay, I will say the main reason our housing is so expensive here in Idaho is because we're getting people with money that are moving up, and they've just jacked up the prices for it. When I was younger, a couple of years ago, I actually did find a good deal. It was a 3-bed, 3-bath, or 2-bed, 2-bath, 2-garage for $300,000. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, the problem with Florida, like, it's the two extremes. It's either like the cheapest you can get in the entire country, or it is the most expensive it can get.
Honestly, that's it. All I'm looking for is like a 2-bed, 2-bath.
And yeah, there's the
'Cause I'm gonna
2-bed,
turn one of
1-bath for 165K, or there's a 5-bed, 6-bath for $4 million.
Whew. Kind of reminds me of the houses they've been putting in around
Fucking
us. We got a bunch of
mansions right there.
McMansions coming up.
Oh
Pardon,
god.
DK?
I would say like the house that Kenobi just describes like a fucking mansion.
Because
Yeah.
it is.
I've actually been in one of those McMansion houses.
Did you say big mansion?
That's
Okay,
what they're
I
called,
want
bro.
to explain this. My dad was friends with the boss's family, and I went over to their house at one point. They had like a McDonald's playhouse inside the whole thing, like the tubes, the slides, and everything. The indoor playground.
What?
Legit,
You-
this was like a
What?
3-story building. It had like 5 bathrooms. Like,
DK when he discovers rich people.
No, or Mormons, or both.
Oh yeah,
my fuck-
Mormons. Did I forget to mention that Idaho has a massive population of Mormons?
Of course it does.
But yeah, no, I
Bruh.
only ever visited there once. We weren't like close friends or anything, but I was there for a little bit, and I actually did get I got
I'm
to
gonna
play in that
slightly
place.
dox myself. Like, Mouse, look at that pricing.
Let's take a look here.
Like, it's not the best house, but for the price, honestly, it's not bad.
This is what you would call like a starter home. You know, it's
Well, yeah.
Pricing-wise, it's not bad.
2-bed, 1-bath, right? Like it's not that bad. It's definitely an older house. Needs a little bit of fixing up. It looks like
I
the
mean,
yard is
like-
mostly overgrown.
For how expensive, it's honestly not bad.
Okay, so I want to tell you, you see this house, right? There's a house that looks just like this, a block down for me, like 7 minutes, right? Mind you, country blocks here, country blocks. It looks just like this, and it's this size, minus 1 bathroom. That property, I'm going to include the property, the whole thing, right? $550,000.
Jesus.
Mind you, they're charging for the land as well. The land out here is what's driving the price up. The house itself is only
Yeah.
worth like
Fair.
100,000, but the land is super
That's like-
expensive.
It's like what? 10 acres or so, I'd say.
No, not even 10 acres.
Mouse,
Oh, we're talking larger than that. We're talking like
You already
20,
see what
20 or
It's,
50.
it's
that same
smaller
price
than
can get
10
you?
acres.
Look at
Oh,
that.
it's smaller.
Yeah, it's not an you can't it's not even the property isn't big enough that you can even put a split on it, but it's still that expensive.
Yeah, Mouse, look at that house. The same price, but it's actually like really nice.
Well, you could tell this is it's a more modern house, modern construction. It's got 2 stories. It's kind of like a studio apartment over the main garage and the
I mean, that's like the same price as you were talking about. That's actually like nice.
Yeah, it's actually cheaper than that house I was talking about. This is 480,000 for a 3-bed, 3-bathroom, and it looks like a twin garage. Yeah, with modern furnishing, modern construction, built in 2021, central air, central heating. Oh, it has
I don't even know why it's
HOA,
central
though.
heat. It's Florida. Why does it have central heat? When I think about it, what the hell? I don't think my house has central
Very
heat.
sus.
Well, I mean, it doesn't Florida like fucking close its school doors when it's even so much as snows an inch?
Well, theoretically, yes, but that hasn't happened since like the 70s.
Okay, I will
it's-
say
And even when it did happen in like the 70s, I think it was 1 centimeter of snow.
Texas closing its doors after.
But honestly, the thing is, I think when that did happen, they did shut it down. Not because like, oh, it's a hazard or anything, just because they wanted people to experience it.
I want to say it's always good to build around even the unexpected, because the point I want to bring up here is we here in Idaho have to bring in foreign builders to build some of our stuff sometimes, and there's one downtown overpass that was designed in
move to Florida and cop that.
Texas. It was designed in Texas. I can't overstate this. So it was built as if it was being built in Texas. We get snow up here. Lots of snow. The road surface and the construction they used didn't even last the first year the snow came in, and it completely collapsed.
So,
And
look
when
at
you
that
were
house.
able to
No, it's
drive
just-
on that road, it was the worst experience ever with snow on there. You would slip and slide like you were literally ice skating.
Move to Florida and just cop one of those houses.
Funnily enough, Pennsylvanian house prices are actually pretty good from what I was researching too. Yeah, 400,000 for this house. This is a 4-bed, 2-bath.
Like it says built in like 1960 or something, but honestly, it looks good on the
been
inside.
refurbished. I can tell
Said-
that it's been refurbished.
Let the intrusive thoughts win. Move to Florida.
No,
I would
never.
love to be labeled as Florida man.
I mean, oh my god, look at that most recent one I put. For that price and how nice that house is, honestly, kind of a steal.
I think I'm gonna stick around Kansas.
You can say.
Or the 2 other people.
What do you mean? There's more than 2 people here.
My bad. That's kind of rude. All right, 4.
Yeah, all right.
You do realize that Kansas is more than just fields, right? Like,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
there-
people
there's some
say
corn.
that. Yeah, there's the corn as well.
god damn it, guys.
Let's see, 3 million population. Wow,
Where'd they find everyone?
that's like 2 people.
2 people.
Let me look up some. Dude, the population of just like the surrounding counties, like the surrounding 5 counties where I live, is more than the entirety of Kansas.
Yeah, but here's
Wonderful,
something I
thank
want to
you.
bring out about Kansas. Kansas is the size, the state itself, the state of Kansas is about the average size of a European country. Like, if you compare Kansas by itself to, say, Czechia, Slovakia, Hungary, Austria, Serbia, Romania.
We have summoned the Bevel Lord.
Ah, Bevel Lord!
No.
Hello, Bevel Lord. What
awful.
brings you to thy stream?
Also, you have the advantage of like you can actually drive across
I'll be
your
right back.
state. I mean, it depends.
No more
I'm dead.
censoring. Ah, willkommen. Come back.
Welcome back.
Mouse, you should let your intrusive thoughts win. Go to Florida and cop the like 165K house that has 2 beds, 1 bath.
Or I could move to Pennsylvania and get the same deal.
Yeah, but like, who wants to live in Pennsylvania?
Well, I mean, my ancestors came from Pennsylvania, so I kind of do.
I only say that because on my dad's side of the family, they come from New Jersey. It's so like that's pretty much Pennsylvania.
I mean, I could go and move to Ohio.
God, no! Don't do it. Don't let the intrusive thoughts win.
Why don't you go?
Honestly, it's
why
not even the
don't you
places bad. Just
Florida?
all the memes are gonna be every time you say like you live in Ohio, people are like most normal person in Ohio.
The main reason I would actually want to go to Ohio, even just to visit, is my great-grandfather's granary is not only still standing there, it's still producing bread.
Oh, okay.
In
So-
Ohio?
DK, did you find the funny secret I put on the other crash drone?
Such a shame.
Oh yeah, the Excella chargers.
Yes.
The Excel charges this way. How do I change the background of this? I know I could, so I just
Also, these are probably contributing to like a little bit of lag because them being so small to scale is kind of a big yikes, if I might say so myself.
Womp womp.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
That was excellent impression, unfortunately.
That was a very good impression.
I have mastered the art of sound effects for a long time, okay?
You mastered the womp womp.
Yeah.
Not just the womp womp.
Womp womp.
Wump.
And we're now gonna turn into Shillelagh.
Yes, we are. Everything
No.
just get turned into another thing. That's literally the MO of our streams.
No. Our objective is to turn ourselves into VTubers. And I already have my VTuber on. Look.
I have not gotten around to drawing my VTuber rig, mostly because I've said before, my passion for art kind of died because I went too hard at it.
Well,
Mood.
you don't need to go model a complex model to.
Mouse, you
to
need one of those
VTubing,
cringe
you know?
VTuber concerts.
You can just grab a PNG image and do VTubing like I am.
Well, that's a PNG tuber. That's a little different.
What? What's he doing?
No, it's VTuber.
Well, PNG tuber is a subset of VTuber. VTuber is virtual YouTuber. PNG tuber is, well, PNG
That.
YouTuber.
Right. All right.
I have a question for all of you.
Yes.
When are you all gonna turn into those NPC things from TikTok?
What?
The what?
What's? Hold on.
Oh,
what's
don't
TikTok?
bring that up in this stream. Don't
No.
do that.
No, Xano,
We
no,
are
stop.
never going to turn into that. That is awful.
No. Abso-freaking-lutely not.
I can't believe people watch that crap.
No, Xano, stop while you're ahead.
Listen. Hear me out. They're making money with that. Why can't we make money with that as well?
You can do that if you want, Xano. With your you can spread the. You've gone from the Bevel cult to NPC streams. That is an evil. I will not even.
That is, Xano, that is a level I thought you would never drop to, but okay, I guess we have.
The problem is,
No,
I don't think he could do it by himself. He needs one of us to do it.
Wait, hold on. What's this? For someone who doesn't know, what are we talking? What is this? What are we talking about? I don't use TikTok.
Can I explain the context?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead. Omega has asked
So-
the evil to be heard on stream.
Okay. Here's what we're talking about. So TikTok now has a trend which is the NPC, no, I don't know, whatever, which you consists basically of those empty-headed streamers standing for the camera and only reacting to the emojis they shove in the chat, and they have like an action scripted for each emoji.
They also have like animations that they flip between, repeating, looping animations that they'll flip between depending on what donations they get.
Basically, it's just another stupid thing TikTok invented.
What?
Imagine you're
And
talking
I
to a
bro-
Skyrim NPC, and that's what you're basically watching, except they'll respond to something that you put on screen if you pay money for them.
Yeah, it's.
We're ready to get a
actually-
donation and go, hooray!
Yeah,
And
It's
I
actually-
pretty much
It's actually stupid.
it's
and I
brain
brought
rot.
this and I brought this conversation up to the top just to make you all mentally suffer.
Huh?
Your question is, when are you going
Which
to learn
works.
Blender so that you can use the bevel modifier?
Here's the thing. I knew how to use Blender, but then I got work, and then time was less, and patience was less as well.
So
And
sounds like an
I
excuse if I've ever heard it. Open up Blender right now.
Do it.
If he
When-
opens up Blender, he's gonna make something like this.
That's exactly
Define
why you
this.
should do it. Xano, you can
Exactly.
make something horribly, horribly cursed.
You guys want me to do another masterpiece?
No, we don't, which is why you should do it. Think of how alluring that is. You would make us suffer.
Look, the Bevel
simply
cult will
by
not grow
participating.
unless you make more.
You're
The
right.
Bevel cult will not grow unless you make more.
Make
I'm res-
what is it? Make do the funny thing and make another legium.
No, God, no.
Aren't you gonna do a different body part for your next EM vehicle? Where you gonna do like Handium? Where it's locking on
what?
like 2 fingers, and that's its driving animation?
Finger him?
Yeah.
Wait,
Candy.
I just had an idea.
Oh no.
I'm installing Blender right now.
Yes, he's been inspired.
We
All
got him,
going
boys.
according to plan.
We got him, boys. Got another one, boys.
We will live to regret this somehow.
Somehow, I don't know.
Oh,
We'll find out
you're
at the
all gonna
moment.
live to regret it. I'll be dead by the time he's done. I've got like 5 hours left on my 5 minutes before my soul is taken by
Oh, thank God,
Pines
my
of
lease
Chaos.
is almost up.
Can I just have one question. Can any of you provide me the chassis for a car?
Chassis.
What car would you like, Xano? I have a couple of Acceleron ones.
What about the Xenomobile? Can you give me the chassis for the Xenomobile?
Yeah, I can do Xanomobile. Wait, no, I don't actually have the dot blends for that one. That's the one I do not have.
I know the only person that has the files for those. And that motherfucker is streaming right now.
I have
What could he be talking about?
I have the blends for osteovoltaic and Validium.
Oh God.
Oh, Steam just told me that Blender has finished downloading.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm opening.
You should rename. You should
Open
use the
another
rename
one.
tool to rename Blender Bevel. Just outright.
Beverly.
What if I rename Blender into Slender?
What if you just like own the company?
The blender.
That's a good option as well.
Pulling
Yeah,
Elon
like
Musk can just
Marvel
change the name from the beloved name to just something else.
Yeah, like Twitter to X.
I heard about that. I was just like, oh my, is he really?
No, have
Yes,
you actually been on
Elon.
there?
Elon
It's-
really is that idiotic. Yes.
It is called X right now. If you go to Twitter, it's called X.
Yeah.
The CEO
I don't know
of
why,
X
but-
videos right now.
I don't understand though. Like, how can the smartest people in the world not be rich,
Who
but
says-
the dumbest people can be rich?
Okay, all right.
I have no idea.
Old money. That's all I can answer. Kenobi. Old
So-
money.
Say for example, say Kenobi, you're dumb, right? Like theoretically, hypothetically.
Oh, I don't need to think about that. I already know I am.
Well, anyways, imagine some dude just like rocked up to you on the street and was just like, "Here's $100 million," and then just disappeared. I mean, it doesn't happen randomly like that, but it's like, imagine that dude is your father. There you go. It gives you a small loan of $1 million.
I mean, it's how people burn away money.
All right. Madrek, here is how the car is looking currently. It's pretty much done. I've got the back wings, the back. Who's him a bit.
Got a wrecked drone here.
I think the main thing that we're missing was the DRS module that he wanted in, which is the foldy bits for the wings.
The fold. Wait.
I should have added drone.
The rear
jets.
wing
Drone
has
jets
an
would be
opening
fun.
and closing spot between the top and lower wings because it's a 2-wing setup, and that's DRS, drag reduction system. I think it's drag reduction system. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, drag reduction.
Opening and closing? I'll let you get some views.
I like views.
We all like views.
There we go.
Hey, there's a Beyblade model. Nice.
There we go.
Beyblade, let her
Let
rip.
it rip. I still have all of my original ones.
I got rid of my old Beyblades.
I never get rid of anything, which is a problem.
They call that hoarding.
It would
Oh.
be. I don't think glowing brakes are possible in distance without some cheese that I
Say,
don't know
Mouse.
about.
Mouse, what is that?
What is what?
What is that mouse? What am I looking at?
I don't know what
What
you're
happened?
looking at.
In the DM? What is that?
Oh, that is one of
What
Zano's many
DM?
creations. Would you like
Wait,
to be
wait, show me,
indoctrinated into the cult too to make your own?
Show me. Show me. Which creations? Moss?
Oh, I haven't made
Which
it
one of my-
personally.
Which one of my creations did you expose to DK?
It's in the distance chat. Or sorry, the stream, not stream chat, the Discord chat, the group chat.
Which one?
It's
I am
the
so-
leg wheel.
Oh,
leg
the tire. Oh, the tire.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Basically, I made that tire for Opus, but he rejected my beauty.
Yes. How could you reject it? It's art.
How could I? All right. Well, so first thing I did was have him offer it to me, and then say no. That's about how it went.
Well, here's the thing with this tire. Not only is it really good for gripping most normal terrains, it's also an amphibious tire because the little feetsies can act as paddles. Meaning your car can swim.
Why doesn't Opus show the creation to the stream as well? They deserve to watch.
No, don't curse them with that knowledge. Don't curse them with that knowledge.
This knowledge is great.
I'm just gonna ask one thing to the stream chat. Is everyone here on Opus server? And do you have access to the general?
Is everyone here of legal age for your country?
So, since Opus is refusing to show my beauty, I'm gonna tell you to go to the. I'm gonna tell the stream chat, to the viewers of the stream, to go to the general.
We only
chat
have 2
of
viewers.
the
Excuse me.
server.
7.
Ah,
Other platforms, depending on where you are.
okay,
It's not a lot
cool.
because this is
There-
riveting.
It's
Wait,
very-
seven?
This
Seven's
is-
Very
not
riveting
modeling,
gameplay,
stream isn't
everybody.
bad.
Riveting gameplay.
We're not even modeling riveted, so it can't even be like riveting. It's just the normal kind of riveting.
Madrack, are you still there?
Did you?
Nah, I
see
think
it?
Patrick is dead.
He checked out. He madracked out.
Ah, that's a shame. We need him. We need the thumbs up.
You said something about a DRS wing.
Yeah, DRS. I'll see if I can get you a reference. Maybe
Right.
there's a GIF because it's an animator.
So wait, hold on. We were gonna have crazy gamer texture this thing, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
I think
Yes,
it's
indeed.
about. I don't know. Are there any like mesh parts we need to do next?
No, I
Because
don't believe so.
I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty much everything. A few parts are a little blockier than I'd like. I might go back and smooth those out. Like here, for example.
So here's a.
Don't much like that.
Wow, that's a really crappy GIF of it being in use. Is there a better one? Maybe I can find a diagram.
Trophies
Mouse
again.
just proceeds to send me using my discount DRS wing.
Yeah,
Says
old.
Mouse.
This is.
See, the truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Laugh
Okay,
out
that's
MP3.
funnier than it should be. That's funnier than it should be.
The game was rigged from the start, Joey.
They even modeled the.
Nice.
They rigged the game case. That's funny. So here's a still picture of the DRS
So,
wing open
guys,
and closed.
I don't know if I posted
I
the
see.
video here.
Oh, okay,
I
that's
think I
easy
did.
enough.
I think I did not.
You just have it like.
It opens and closes on the hinge. It opens on the top.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that top wing folds down to make a one full wing, and then when the DRS
Yes.
is up, it reduces drag, and then.
Yes. I found it. I found it.
Oh no, he found it. What did he find?
He's found the thing.
I found my debut, my first creation that debuted me as the God Creator.
Oh.
I'm gonna post the video on the chat. This is if my computer lets me. And my File Explorer just crashed.
The bevel was too
No,
powerful.
people aren't ready for this.
The bevel was too powerful for him.
There
Oh
we go.
yes, Legium!
Oh God!
I still have this car in my roster. I love Legium.
I initially wanted to use the.
It's so stupidly silly. I love it.
It's got Roadrunner legs.
Bruh.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's glorious.
That's awful.
Awful. How could you?
Awfully
Awfully great
stylish.
is what you should be saying.
Yeah.
I am most
Xano,
impressed.
we
Yes.
have a non-believer.
I think I know that Axel was always an enemy of the, but I didn't knew Opus was an enemy of the cult as well.
Wait, who?
You have been labeled an enemy of the cult Omega.
No, who else was? Though?
Oh,
Axel.
Yeah.
he has also been labeled an enemy of the cult, though I am not sure why. I blindly listen to what Xano says.
It is a sad,
And you're
unfortunate
doing
thing.
good, my child. And you're doing good, my child.
I even beveled my brain like you told me to.
No.
I need to find. I think there's another one here. Yes. Yes. Omega, I need you to 100% show this on stream for Madrak.
Yeah.
Can you please do this for me?
I'll definitely do that.
Please. I need
For sure.
I need Madrak to see this on stream.
Definitely am going to.
Oh, I remember that
do
one.
What you want me to, 100%. What is this?
Ah yes, my beautiful
I-
child.
I found that one in my list of Xano's culture designs. I actually have the file for,
Oh, yeah.
for distance.
Mouse.
Yes.
People still haven't found it. Do you want to see an insider secret?
Insider secret. Are you basically asking me to go do it?
No. I say like in one of my maps, people still haven't found this specific Easter egg yet.
Oh,
Look at my stream.
your streams. Which stream?
Oh wait, am I not? Oh my god, I'm not.
I should
streaming
let
it.
you know I may still have an outdated OS moment.
It's pretty.
No, I wasn't streaming.
Well, I'm saying I may not even be able to see it even if you are streaming.
Oh.
Because I have outdated OS, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Then
no,
update
it's still
Simple.
not working.
Update it. It's simple as that.
Well, I would update it, but then I'd basically be reinstalling my whole computer at that point. So
Here,
I decided to build a new one.
let me show you what
I
I'm-
decided to build a new one in
To the,
2019.
Let me show you what I'm talking about, Mouse.
Yeah, I'm handicapped digitally.
Wait. Is this what it
People-
is?
Oh, I know where that is. I know where that is.
People haven't found this one yet.
I know
Except-
where that is.
Except I think you. I think you're the only one who's found it, Mouse.
I found it by accident.
To answer Madrek's question, I'm just trying to smooth out some corners here. I got the back pretty much finished and looking how I wanted to. Now I just have to finish the front bit. Add some bevels.
And then the DRS
Hey, yo.
thing.
Did you say bevel?
I said bevel.
Oh yeah, he didn't tell you, did you? He did the diffuser by beveling it.
That's
Oh.
true.
Oh. Opus.
This car
Are you
is
sure?
beveled.
As ashamed as I am to admit it, that is what happened.
Opus. Are you sure you want to be an enemy of the cult? Don't you want to be enlightened as well? I can't hear you.
Don't accept it, Omega.
Got
Do not
nothing to
accept
say
it.
to you, man.
Join us. Join us.
Join us. Also,
Do not accept their offers. Do not accept
Also,
their poison.
it's fine. You can join us. I also have gone past asking for being moderated. I don't care anymore. I just care about my cult and my child's. So join me.
We're literally just a devil and an angel on Omega's shoulder. Only you guys are more powerful because you have two voices. I'm the only voice here.
I have your voice. You will listen to me.
Mouse, no, stop that. Stop that. No.
I
No.
don't know how does he do it? How does he do it?
Because boss,
God's above.
because Mouse is my right hand and the one that speaks for me.
I am the right hand of the bevel.
No.
I've been under your nose this entire time, whispering sweet nothings into your ear,
Punisher.
so you will
Yes.
slowly begin to bevel everything you touch. It's begun, and there is no reverting once it is started.
I won't do it.
Resist all you like.
Thank you. I will.
Bevel comes for everyone.
Oh, there goes Kenobi.
Like that.
There goes Kenobi.
Zano, the bevel, I shall now take your payment in cheese.
Very well.
With
Boss,
that,
very well.
I shall depart as well. I should.
Okay, it's like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
No, I actually do have to. I actually do have to get going.
Oh, alrighty.
So I shall
you
see you
sure?
guys next week. Ping us, and once the stream is over, ping us, and Rum Police
Yes.
will assign teams.
All right,
Yes, we
I
will assign teams.
Gotta take another.
but not until the stream's over.
Yeah.
Not until the stream's over, guys. Stop jumping the gun, for God's sake.
No jumping of the gun. I will sick Xano on you. You'll
Yes.
bevel you.
Anyways. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you later, DK. Gonna take.
As I was saying,
So,
I will sick
Small break.
Xano on you, and he. the chair, and then when I wake up, it'll be beveled for me.
I'm just doing you a favor.
Exactly.
Oh, Opus back. Stay,
Opus.
Opus. I wanna comment something with you.
Omega, he's talking to you.
Yes, I know.
Opus. So, you know that billions of years ago, asteroids hit the Earth, right? Like long before life was a thing.
You believe in asteroids?
I believe in those theories. The Big Bang, dinosaurs, big asteroids that terraformed the Earth. But was it terraforming or was it beveling?
Asteroids aren't real.
Asteroids are
The
real.
secrets have been revealed of the universe.
They beveled
They've
the Earth.
disproved them.
The Earth was beveled from the very long beginning. The Earth is not the Earth is not round. It is neither flat. The Earth is beveled.
That's how it was not formed; it was beveled. You know, now that you think about it too, when you mess up with with the bevel tool in Blender and it creates a spaghetti monster abomination, that's just actually a visual representation of what happens to you when you get sucked into a black hole. You just get stretched across eternity. Bevel
That's basically
is
me. That's basically me. 24/7.
You should get a VTuber model that's literally just one of your Blender spikes, and anytime you talk, it just starts like rotating.
Shh. No, it just like does noise.
I don't think
It's just
I don't
the
think
people-
this I don't think this little VTubing program allows me to have an image rotating. Or does it?
Yeah, I got the reference pictures, Drek.
Uh
I'm gonna finish out
no.
off
Yeah, I know.
this bit of the car,
Hmm.
and then I'll
Okay.
I'll revisit the rear wing.
Make the wings over the engine, he says.
Yeah.
that rear wing was it placeholder when we originally put it down? I don't remember. That was like 3 modeling streams ago, maybe 4.
I think we just need to stretch out the back. And then have the engine go like all the way through.
Yeah, have the engine go.
Yeah.
This again is the problem for using the previous year's model of F1 car to turn it into the modern one.
Yeah, unfortunately.
At this point, we've basically made a whole new model.
Yeah.
Live it. Yes, live it.
Oh, he's asking in terms of percentage, what are we looking at completion currently?
Mm.
I would.
That's up to you, really. Depends on how much we need to redo.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to edit the shape of the halo there, as this is the old hinge style halo, and the other one's built in.
That's true. That's very true.
The halo is the little part that is
Yeah.
encasing the driver, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew what that was called or not.
Yeah.
Are you gonna model the driver?
Oh, it
Yeah,
has to be just a random
From
stig, and then it
scratch.
has the gumball face inside the helmet.
No, I want the driver to have my face. Please.
Have it so it
And I
changes
want-
faces when you boost.
I want the driver to have my face so that every time a driver tries that, he has to look into me all the time.
Put in the Pogger sex face.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. That one. Oh, I also wants a steering wheel. Lucky for you, there's tons of references for the steering wheel models because people make those for sim racing rigs all the time.
Oh, I can make one. I can make a steering wheel.
Xano's gonna make one for us in like 5 minutes.
I don't want him to.
Yes, you want him to.
I don't want him to. I don't
You
want
want him. You want him to. You want him to. Listen to the voices in your head.
Sei, Alberto, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Eu uma vez obriguei o Opus a criar uma das minhas criações. E ele não sabe como é que eu o fiz.
Ah, the Bevel Lord is speaking in tongues again. It's magnificent.
I just spoke the shady truth to Alberto. And only me and he knows the truth.
Ah, such wise words from the Bevel Lord. The patriarch, Bevel Lord.
I have a question. You're gonna do a roster for the accelerant wings, right? Right, Hopus?
What?
He's
Did
asking
you know the? Well, shut up.
Now you've gone
Did
too
you
far.
do you remember when you did the art contest for the accelerant car roster?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Are you retarded? Do you have amnesia? Did you forget the past?
Well, I did have that stroke a couple of weeks ago. Doctor told me I should expect memory loss and cognitive decline.
I don't know if he's talking. I don't know if he's talking serious or he's.
I detected a small hint of sarcasm, but I can't be sure.
Yeah,
If you
same
actually
thing
had one,
here.
It's
that
been
was
very
terrible.
hard on me.
I can say if this is sarcasm or if this actually So I
that's
don't want
Omega's
to.
strong
I don't
suit.
want.
He can make sarcasm sound real.
Okay, are you going to make an art contest for the Acceleron? No.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. I think I'm still having trouble processing.
You know what? Fuck you.
I understand. It'd be very irritating to put up with this. It's all right.
Yeah, it
I
is.
get it.
Yeah, it's motherfucking sarcasm.
I understand.
But yes, I might be able to answer that question for you, Xano. The wing competition that we currently have going on does apply to Acceleron cars. You can design it for a specific car or just like a set of team wings that go on any car.
And it's gonna be, and the winner's gonna be a vote, like, right?
I believe so. DK's the one that has the finer details on how they get selected. He has not informed me on if it's a vote or not. I'm going to assume it is a vote.
Okay, so I just want to say that after the roster is complete, I have a confession to make, but only after the roster.
Very well.
Just remember that I have a confession, okay?
Everyone will remember that. Pops up in the top left corner.
Only 7 people remember. Or should I say 6?
I legit
6.
have very bad memory, so I probably won't even remember myself.
Okay, 5 people. Me and the 4 people watching the stream. Say, Moss,
Yes.
wanna play poker?
Sure, I've got a couple minutes.
Come on, join the table. Let's just let Hopeless do his work while we play poker in the background.
Yes. We shall do that. This is a Bevel Lord game.
Exactly. Oh yeah, join the table. Shall I start the game?
Yes.
Okay, so what do we have here? I'll check for now.
I should let you know I have no
Sure.
idea how to play poker, so I'm just kind of going with it.
Okay, so basically, this works by rounds, you know.
Oh yeah, like I
And
have a very, I have like the 5-year-old understanding of poker.
what
Not the
what do you
science.
understand?
I
So do you know
understand
this?
I need to make sure I get a very high match. That's about it.
Exactly, and basically, you have to match the bets or bet higher, you know.
Yes.
And at the same time you want to trick your opponent.
I
Either be
understand that
either
part.
you can even bluff. You can even bluff at poker. You can have a shitty hand and go on just to scare the opponent.
Oh, I know all about that. I like the psychological part. I understand that. I just don't understand the actual rules of the game, so you know.
What you don't understand?
Anything that doesn't involve the bluffing part. I'm great at bluffing my way through this game. That's about it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna put the money in because I totally got a winning hand here.
and I'm going all in just because I want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too. Yeah.
And I win.
Yeah. Hey, great game, everybody. I'm bankrupt. I got
Fastest
money
game of poker
again.
ever. Okay, so what we just did at the beginning are blinds, which is normal at the beginning of each round, you know.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
basically
familiar with that.
and you need to match the bet, or if the amount of money you have on the table already match the bet, you can just check. And you can also fold your hand and
I do know what
and
folding
wait for the
is.
next one.
I do that a lot.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this had a cheat sheet about the combinations, which one is higher and
My brother's
which one is not.
memorized that. He's memorized the what combinations are what and what cards most likely with probability and stuff like that. He's really into that.
Okay. Now, please give me your money.
I will give you all of the money. Yeah, I'm definitely giving you the money with that one. I keep getting the same hand over and over again.
Alright, stream. Expect Moss next week, only on his underwear.
What?
By the time we finish this game, it will be 100% pro. You know that.
Joke's on you. That implies I actually wear anything.
Hey yo.
I'm a mouse.
Okay.
What do you think? I wear a hat. That's all I wear, man.
You say you wear a hat. I don't see any hat.
I wear a hat. Have you not seen my little mouse emote that I use?
No.
I posted it in the group chat.
Did you?
I did. Give me a minute.
What?
I'll post it again. Uh-oh, I just... Whoops.
Okay.
I just murdered my app.
Nice.
Try...
That's great.
Here, well, here is the mouse emoji I'm referring to.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yes, I wear a hat.
Nice. All right.
Don't mind us, Omega. We're just having a conversation completely unrelated to the current stream that's going on.
Of course, of course.
At least we are giving some background noise.
Yes, Omega will model in silence, and we'll just be talking about something completely random.
So, what do you think about the new movie Oppenheimer?
Which movie?
Oppenheimer?
I actually have not seen it.
They say it's good, and they say it's very loud.
It is very loud,
It's
I'd imagine. There's a lot of nuclear stuff going on.
I saw it. It's incredibly loud.
The last one that I saw was Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones. It was
Yeah. Yeah. That the Indiana Jones movie. Everyone says that the sucks balls, like legit sucks balls.
I mean, if you want to turn your brain off and just enjoy an action flick without thinking about it, it's good for that. But if you actually want to watch an Indiana Jones movie, just watch the original 3. Heck, Kingdom of the
I
Crystal
agree.
Skull is even better in my opinion.
That's because it has
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf. Say what you will about Shia LaBeouf. I don't know. That guy's on something. I don't know what
He
it
is always on something.
but he has got it. He's got low-key like Nicolas Cage energy.
Go all in, Xano, I
Nicolas
dare
Cage.
you. You didn't go all in, how could you? What did you even have in your hand?
Junk.
Ah. Much like the Dial of Destiny, or as some people I've heard referring to it as the Dial of Dysentery. I feel like that's a bit of a strong thing to call it, but...
No, don't touch the dial. You don't understand what it's capable of.
Capable of time travel, apparently.
It's capable
Spoilers.
of giving you dysentery.
The dial will give me dysentery.
That's why they call it the dial of dysentery.
That's great.
Why did you think they called it the dial of dysentery?
I don't know. I didn't put two and two together.
It's because of the dysentery, man.
That's what it is exactly.
Okay.
I won. Yay. I got $20.
Nice.
$20.
Dollars. You made me very happy.
Heroes. I think you mean heroes.
I have some monies about that. I have the monies.
It's based on the wind and a flag. Fortunately, it's just weaponized autism. All right.
I'm gonna
All right.
get rid of all of my monies.
As a matter of fact, that's it. That's the end of today's stream. That's we're done. We've reached the
Wait.
end.
Hopeless, before you end the stream, about my mod status.
Hold on. Where's my red stamp? It's around here somewhere.
No mod status for me.
I don't
can't
think you're
find
getting
my
mod
stamp,
status
so
in.
I can't make it official, but
How about
What?
me? Give me mod status
delayed.
instead. I dare you.
indefinitely. You dare me? Okay.
I dare you.
Okay.
I dare you. Give me mod status. You won't.
All right.
No, keep me mod status.
I'm taking an aggressive approach.
What if I take an aggressive approach on mine?
It only works when mouse does it.
Wow.
mouse.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes, Madrek. Once the stream is over, we will be having
No,
team
Madrek,
signups when the announcement is made. Yes, we will be having team
No,
signups.
direct signups are already open, and I'm realm police as well. Remember.
Signups are open. Calling it.
Sign-ups are open. You heard it.
Yep, you heard it here first, folks.
Go, 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 go. Go,
Have a good night.
go sprint around police.